Okay, so now I'm here with Grubby, and he's just won his game against TargA. At first, what was your initial reaction when you saw your open bracket draw? Was it favorable? How do you think it compared to others?
I saw my own bracket and I checked people which I think in Europe are comparable skill to me, and I thought only maybe Soccer had an enviable bracket. Not like it was going to be easy for him, but I thought Brett Strelok first round and then who he had second round, I don't quite remember. But I thought mostly I had like an average bracket, not the hardest, not the easiest. Definitely I thought it was going to be hard. Only 2 people pass and there's like 3-4 Koreans in my grid. So I thought, yeah, it wasn't going to be easy. But I did also see there wasn't very high level Zergs on my grid. So I was very surprised that in the end TargA made it to the winner bracket finals and that I had to play against the Zerg. Because I thought it was going to be all Protoss and Terrans.
You got to play MVP in the second match. How close were the games from your perspective? And are there a couple of key moments which spring into your mind which decided that?
To be quite honest, it wasn't close at all. Like in both games, the very first attack that he did, I crumbled like a deck of cards. So there isn't really any way to ameliorate it except to say that I know some mistakes that I made, but yeah, he played a lot better. I don't think the micro was 100%, maybe it has something to do with his wrists, but in terms of deception and timing and strategy, I think he did very good. So I was hoping I would not face MVP again in the loser bracket finals.
A crucial match for you in the lower bracket was against Oz. He was the GSL Code S semifinals last year, but you've beaten him before at MLG Spring Arena. What did you expect from the match beforehand, and what can you say about the outcome?
I was pretty confident that I was going to win. I have a good idea how he plays, and even if he played surprisingly, I think I would be able to react quite well. I had good build orders prepared, and in the end I think the Oz match was not very difficult. I think Ace was tougher, but in the end both players can beat me on a good day for them, and I can beat them on a good day for me. And I just keep hoping to, when I meet them, to do good results again. And it's not going to my head or anything. Like it's a PvP, it's a best of 3. I did my best, I won. It makes me glad, but it doesn't make me proud or something.
Yeah, you definitely had a good day today. That was shown in your last match against TargA. That ended just seconds ago. And do you know him well?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on this progression to the upper bracket?
The funny thing was against TargA, I wanted to look for some replays, so I found this really old replay pack on his team website. Thank you, TargA. He uploaded this pack, but it was from January 2012, so it's like 8 months ago. And I saw times against Grubby 3 times, and I opened the replays and he baneling busted me both games. I won both. And then I went to look the match history of TargA against the 2 Koreans, and he won 4-1 total against the 2 Koreans, Oz and Ace. And 5 games in straight he went baneling bust, so I was pretty sure he was going to baneling bust me at least once. And I usually never lose to baneling bust if I don't make like crazy mistake. He did it against me in game 2, and it was the worst possible situation, but I still ended up winning. So yeah, I think he shouldn't be able to beat me or Oz or Ace in this current shape, but I guess they didn't know his style very well, and I did not underestimate him, maybe unlike them.
All of your wins in the open bracket except the last were in PvP. What do you think of the matchup at the moment, and how would you assess your strength in it? Do you want to play more PvPs later in the tournament?
No, I mean, I don't think it really matters what matchup I'm going to play. I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses. They change all the time, so I find it useless to pin them down. I think statistics are for fans and casters. It's really nice, but for me, I don't evaluate like, oh, this is my best, this is my worst. Like, I know how I want to play in each matchup, and yeah, that's it. There's nothing else to it.
If you had your pick of an opponent to face and an opponent to avoid, from everyone in the group stage currently, who would you choose from each?
I don't think like that about tournaments, so I mean, fate will have its way. This is something I learned, so let fate take its course.
Where do you think you're at as a StarCraft 2 player now? What are your strengths at the moment?
Well, I think my strengths are a lot of experience, very hard work, and I think most of all, I never get bored. of the game. So every time there's someone's like, hey man, how you keep your motivation up? It's like, I don't know, it's not a problem for me. I really like doing what I do. I have the perfect excuse to do it. My wife is my manager, we do it together, that's great. So we can combine personal and work. We both get a lot of satisfaction out of it, more so when I'm winning, of course. And I mean, I got this huge fan base that supports me no matter how I do. So in the end, I think, yeah, it's all fine, and I'm enjoying it, and everyone enjoys my work, let's say. I just feel really privileged. Like, I think that's my strength, that I don't take it for granted, and I enjoy it so much. So my dad told me like a long time ago, if you just follow what you take pleasure in, everything will be okay. And of course, yeah, of course there are whimsical things of fate that like bad luck can happen, but I think it's a pretty good mantra to follow by, and it's worked for me so far.
And the last question is, who would you pick to be the surprise of the tournament until now?
I think TargA already like did quite a surprise so far. I'm not going to predict. I just look at the open bracket today. I think TargA outperformed people's expectations, so good job to him. He got third in a group with me and 3 Koreans, so not bad.
Then thanks for your time, congrats again, and good luck in the course of the tournament.
Thanks very much, Team Acer, for the interview, and I'd also like to take a chance to thank my sponsors, Sony Mobile, BenQ, and Twitch TV. Thanks everyone.